Today's show is brought to you by Fiverr.com. That's the word five with two R's after it.com. Fiverr is a site for freelance work. You can hire freelancers to do a variety of things for you. You can be a freelancer on it as well and experiment with the site to see whether what you want to be doing professionally outside of the rat race, outside of your full-time job, is viable. It's basically a site where they'll do the billing and collection for you and pay you it once they've received the money. In addition, if you want to hire people like I do for book editing, transcriptions and such, very inexpensive, and I've had very good work for me. So again, it's Fiverr.com. You can use the link in the show notes. Frankly, you'll get a good deal from it if you do that. Now, let's get going. This is No BS Job Search Advice Radio, episode 2123. I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter, and welcome. Today's show is one where I discuss one of those dumb, stupid LinkedIn mistakes that people are making much too often, and then they wonder why they don't get any contacts and no touches, no love. Hope you find this helpful and give it a great review. As long as it's honest, a great review wherever you listen to the show. And I do hope you enjoy the weekend. And by the way, I just released a new book. Came out late yesterday, and I'm just now starting to tell people about it. It's called The Right Answers to Tough Interview Questions. It's available through Amazon as a paperback or Kindle. Inexpensive as always. Order it. It will help you prepare for your interviews. And especially if you couple it with the Ultimate Job Interview Framework, they are a duo that will help you interview like no one else does. And with that, we'll be back in just one moment. Today's show is brought to you by JobScan. JobScan is a site where, frankly, they take some of the issues with the black hole, the applicant tracking system, and really help you fix your resume so that it's able to get through the system. Now, the way it was started out is there was a job hunter named James who was running into problems getting his resume through the applicant tracking systems because he found that they were parsing, ranking, and filtering resumes with algorithms. So what he did was develop a system that helps you figure out how your resume matches up against specific jobs and makes recommendations for how to tweak it to make it get through the systems. Not 100% perfect, but much, much better than what most people get. So use the link in the show notes. You will get better results with your resume when you submit it through the ATS. Now, we'll be back in just one moment. Now, I want to talk with you about one of those stupid LinkedIn mistakes. And most people don't think in these terms, but from my work in doing search, I realized how important it is to create a profile that's magnetic. Now, what do I mean by that? It's a profile that's really keyword optimized to attract people to your profile. And by that I mean, if you were searching a job board and trying to find a job for you, you select words to find that job, right? You look for a location, you look for certain skills and experiences that the firm wants to identify in someone, and that would cause you to apply. Well, recruiters do the same thing, and that's both corporate and third party, because the way LinkedIn is set up is there are free accounts that recruiters use, but those tend to be the junior people. The experienced people have access to the LinkedIn Recruiter account where they can search the entire database of contacts and reach out to folks. And how do they find those folks? They're doing a search for a client. The client specifies particular skills and experience levels that they want to hire. So it's, the profile will have skills that are keyword searchable. And here's the little trick that most people don't think of, a title that's in the LinkedIn Data Dictionary. Now, what do I mean by that? When they can search, what they do is they can search by a couple of categories: entry level, early career, mid-career, late career, garbage things. But there's a title field. And the title field is optimized for their data dictionary. As you type in your title, what you want to use are the options that LinkedIn offers you. Not that you're an assistant treasurer for such and such, unless that's in the LinkedIn data dictionary. You might put assistant treasurer if that's in the data dictionary, and the first line might be assistant treasurer for whatever it is, so that if someone was doing a search for that keyword, they could find it. But in the title, adding that on, if it's not in the data dictionary, can be a problem. So I want you to think in terms of search engine optimization, because LinkedIn is a giant search engine with the intention being to put people, to connect people who are trying to fill jobs with people who have particular backgrounds. And then the last thing that people do is they forget to put their email address in the summary area to make it easy for people to contact them during their search. You can take it out when the search is over, but while you're searching, why are you making someone spend $15, $20 to reach out to you? Seriously, they're reaching out to a bunch of people, and what you want to do is to make it easy for them to contact you. So that's today's show. I hope you found it helpful, and if you did, I've got a lot that's in the show notes that will help you. Go there, take a look at some of the things I highlight. I know it can help you with your search. But I want you to do one thing for me, and that is put in your phone thebiggamehunter.us, Jeff Altman, my name. And when you need help, when you need advice, when you have a question, come over to the website, go exploring in the blog, contact me for coaching or because you have a question. I'd love to help you. In the meantime, I hope you have a terrific day, and most importantly, be great! Have you been struggling on your interviews? Are you not getting the results that you want? My course, my book, my Kindle book, The Ultimate Job Interview Framework, will help you dramatically improve your performance. Now, if you'd like the course, it's a video course that I offer through Udemy. You can order it at thebiggamehunter.us or as a paperback or Kindle book on Amazon. What the course will teach you is really very simple. The best question to ask on an interview and when to ask it. How to answer the question, tell me about yourself, far better than anyone else would ever answer it. In addition, you'll be able to tell stories that connect the dots with the interviewer about how your background fits the role and be able to ask questions that are going to allow you not to step into the minefield that you've been in too many times before in your job search and in your career. So again, it's called the Ultimate Job Interview Framework. It's available on Udemy. That's udemy.com. Or you could go to my course directly at thebiggamehunter.us/interviews. Again, available inexpensively as a course or as a paperback or Kindle book on Amazon. Now let's get back to the show.